Hello friends, my name is Ashish. So in this video, I'll talk about the basic stuff of a Cisco Adaptive Security Appliance. I'll take you to the console of ASA. We'll run some basic commands. We'll tell you how commands are different from Cisco routers and switches versus on Cisco ASA. I'll configure the ASA interfaces. I'll talk about the name if, which is must or mandatory in ASA. I'll talk about security level, which is a new thing comparatively routers and switches. Then we'll do connectivity check from inside to outside and vice versa. So here is the diagram. You can see that firewall is sitting between two routers. It is just a basic lab, and I'll do a connectivity check from router 2 to 1 and 1 to 2. So before that I do so, let me explain you certain things about Cisco ASA. First thing is that we need to define the name on every interface. It is the must. If you don't do so, connectivity will not work, traffic will not flow through the interface. So you have to define the name. So name should be defined, which should be explanatory. It should have some meaning. Generally, we make it like inside, outside, DMZ, inside 1, inside 2. Though you can always define the name as per you, like ABC1, whatever. Interface of firewall which is connected to your LAN should be inside, and it should be highly secured zone, because if your users are sitting in a company and you've deployed a firewall, the purpose will definitely be to filter the traffic and providing them security, right? So your LAN will be highly secured zone. So here the concept of a security level will come into picture. The security level will be from 0 to 100. 100 means the highest, that is the highly secured. 0 means the lowest, which is the unsecured. We know that if any interface which is connected to internet, we will make it as outside because it is highly insecure. So once you give any name apart from inside, actually inside is a reserved name. So once you define name as inside, the security level will automatically be set to 100. And any other name like outside, DMZ, whatever, it will have security level of 0. So the rule is that the traffic from higher security level to low security level will flow. Like from 100 to 99 it will work, 100 to 0 it will work. But other way around is not possible, like 0 to 100 or lower security level to higher will not work. Even from same security level like 50 to 50 will not work, 10 to 10 will not work. So you need to have a different value set. So let's assume that you have a DMZ zone, dematerialized zone, where there are some database servers, application servers. So you make its security level as 60. So from 100 to 60 it will work, 100 to 0 it will work, 60 to 0 it will work. Other way around will not work by default. So when I say don't work, that doesn't mean that it will never work. You will always have the option to enable the traffic. It is up to you. You can allow it. Like if you have one important server here, let's say server name is I2, and you want to access it from internet, by default it will not be allowed. Once you add a rule in that, it will work. This is what I wanted to tell you. So what I'll do here is I'll do whatever I said earlier. In this one I'll make it as inside. So once I define the name inside, it will automatically be getting the security level 100. So I'll make it outside. It will have 0 by default. I'll change it. I can change it at any given time. So here I'll use 10.1.1.0/24. Here the IP will be .1. I'll make it .2 here. Here I'll use 20 series. It will be .1 here. It will be .2 here. Testing will be done from 10.1.1.2 to 20.1.1.2. I'll do telnet check. Telnet port 23. I'll check it. So I'll enable telnet on this. And I'll also do other way around. Like from here to here I'll try to check. I know it will not work. I'll show you the commands as well. So second thing. Show running is the command which is same like router switches. You can check. Show version is same. It gives you information about the uptime, interfaces, iOS, whatever the model of the device is, about the licenses. So one popular command which we are used to, our fingers always write it. Show IP interface brief doesn't work. So what you will do, you have to enter this command. Show interface IP brief. It gives you the interface name, IP address, status, layer 1, layer 2 status. One more command, show IP. It shows you the interfaces with the IP addresses. Since we have not configured any IP address on any interface, it will not display. So I'll take you to Cisco ASA. Gig 0/1 is a part of inside. Interface 0/1. IP address 10.1.1.1. Name if inside. See, it has automatically set the security level will be defined as 100. So I'll no shut it. Now I'll go to 0/0. I'll name it as, first of all IP will be defined. No shut. Name if outside. See, it has defined 0. You can check show interface IP brief. See, IPs are visible. Show IP. So ASA configuration is done. I'll go to R2. R2 is the inside. R2 is the inside, and the interface is FA 0/0. FA 0/0. I'll configure the IP as 10.1.1.2. No shut. Okay, so here actually I need to set up a static route. Show IP route, because I have to communicate with 20 series as well. So I'll do a static route, static default route towards the ASA interface. I can even try to ping my own gateway, ASA1 inside. See, it is pinging. So I'll now go to R1, which is part of my outside area. FA 0/0. Here I'll configure the IP 20.1.1.2, 255.255.255.0. No shut. It is done. I can ping my ASA. I should be able to ping. Yes. I have not set the default route. Let me show you. Do show IP. It is not there. So let me, because I need to communicate with the outside 20.1.1.1. Now if I do show IP route, I should be able to see it. See. So let me also enable the telnet line VTY 0 space 15. Let's make it. Let me set the password as GNS3 login. So what I'll do here is I'll not do a ping test. Actually, ICMP reply is blocked by default. I'll talk about the ICMP thing later on, but let me try to do telnet from higher security level, that is R2. Let me show you. R2 is higher security level. I'll try to reach R1. Telnet to 20.1.1.2. It is working. GNS3. I can access it. I'll exit now. Now I'll go to R1 and we'll do telnet to 10.1.1.2. It is trying. It means whatever I said, that is true. So I can even check the connection. Show con is the command. Actually, connection is not built. So let me try to do telnet again from here. Now I'll do show con. Show con will talk about the TCP UDP sessions which are there. TCP outside means the connection is to outside. Outside IP is 20.1.1.2. This is the IP of this one. R2 IP is 10.1.1.2. It is 20.1.1.2. Telnet from here to here worked. Here to here didn't work. It is blocked. Show con. So whenever I'll try to generate here, connection is not through, it will not be there. You can enable the logging to check it. Logging. First of all, we need to enable the logging. Logging console debugging. It is saying we have enabled it. Okay, so this session is for this one. Okay, it is terminated now. So now I'll try to generate session from outside to inside. It is trying. Let me see if I Yeah. Let me increase its size. Okay, let's read well. Inbound TCP connection denied from this. This is outside host. Source port is random port. Destination is our outer 2's interface. Port number 23 means telnet. On interface outside. It is blocked. It is being denied from. So this is it. But when you will try to ping the IP 20.1.1.2, it will not work. The reason is that ICMP works in different way. Why ICMP didn't work but Telnet works? 10.1.1.2, 20.1.1.2. When ICMP packet was sent, first packet, we know echo request went, right? It came to ASA from higher security level to low security level. It generated. Actually, when the reply comes, it comes on new packet. It doesn't come on the same packet. Echo reply. It came from this to this, lower to higher. It was blocked. We have to make changes in the global policy that I can do right now, but let's make this first lecture short so that you don't lose the interest. Sorry. So you understood all the tier down packets. See, build outbound ICMP connection from address 20.1.1.2. This is the outside towards inside router 2. It is denied inbound ICMP source. This is the outside. This one from this to this. This is router 2, which is inside. Tear down. That is why. So you can disable this logging, disable, enable. No. Let me try to see if it worked or not. Okay, logging has stopped, but show con is the main command. See, you can do show con detail. It is saying TCP connection to outside port number 23. Don't think it's a mask. It's a TCP port 23, which is reserved for Telnet from inside. Inside is a random port, source TCP ports. Flag UIO means it is up from, inside, or means outside, up from inside to outside. So these are the basic things I wanted to make you familiarize. So I hope it's been informative to you. So thank you so much for taking interest, and do give me appropriate rating and feedback.